Good morning, or I should say early afternoon, Anarchyland. Alright, it is time for another story out of this book. We had everything but money. This story is called Home Bakery Kept Family Off Relief. We were living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin during the Depression, and I did baking at home to supplement our income. I got 9 cents for a loaf of bread and 25 cents for an apple cake. I also made reducing a reducing bread and had customers for that from way on the other side of town. I cleared about $65 a month at the time. My husband was making a $1.25 at a friend's farm, 125 miles away. One day I heard a knock on the door at the door. When I opened it, there stood a man who said he was a state inspector. He said, "I understand you are baking and selling food, and as you know, there are restrictions on that." He proceeded to tell me the rules about square footage and floor space, cleanliness, and so forth. I finally told him, "Well, if you take the means of making a living away from me, we'll have to go on relief," which was like food stamps and stuff like that we have today. The inspector was very understanding and said everything was perfectly sanitary, promised not to turn me in unless the neighbors complained. I had friendly neighbors, so I guess there were no complaints, because I kept baking for another 2.5 years. In other words, a taxpayer would rather have her baking out of her home, making a little bit of money there, than have them on the what we now know as welfare program. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of families that did that, and there were probably a lot of inspectors that looked the other way. As long as nobody was getting sick, no one was going to the hospital, nothing like that was going on, they left the ladies alone, because they kept their families off of relief or welfare at that time. Alright, that was very cool to read. That you had city inspectors that did stuff like that. I will see you guys tomorrow.